Alright folks, we are live on the Red Weatherman YouTube channel. We are tracking a severe weather threat that is rolling through both the Great Plains and the Midwest. And before we begin into that, make sure that you like the stream down below and subscribe, and also follow if you're on Rumble. Okay, but without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So we have a level 4 moderate risk level issued by the Storm Prediction Center, and that of course encompasses places like parts of Kansas, including also southeastern Nebraska, and even parts of northwestern Missouri and southwestern Iowa, and some major cities near there. Definitely Topeka right in the bullseye of it, and then Omaha right there on the edge and more in that enhanced region, but nonetheless under the gun as well. And you can see the slight risk runs all the way up through the Midwest, all the way from the actually North Texas, all the way up through the Great Lakes region. So definitely a wide area under the threat of severe weather today, and that of course includes damaging winds, hail, and also tornadoes. Everything pretty much is on the table today. So let's take a look at the current radar. It has been a stormy day for much of the Show Me State, as well as parts of Illinois and Indiana, and even stretching on up through Michigan as well in the last couple of hours. Okay, and that is likely to continue as these storms continue to fire. That fuel is still there for additional and more intense storms to fire up later this afternoon and this evening. Okay, and we can see lots of lightning strikes out there already, and very heavy rain coming down already across parts of Missouri and Illinois, and even leaving behind a trail of flash flood warnings. Okay, and that one down here in the Ozarks, okay, that one there is in effect until 6 p.m. and of course includes places like Warsaw, Missouri, as well as some others down there in the Ozark Mountains. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. Lots of rain has come down, and more rain is expected as we go through later this afternoon, this evening. And a similar story for parts of Illinois over here, over in places like, hang on, let me pull up the warning text. Okay, and so give me just one moment. And of course, so southern Bond County and also Clinton County and southwestern Fayette County, and there's some others as well. Western Marion County, northern Washington County, southeastern Madison County, and northeastern St. Clair County. All of those counties in the mix for that warning in particular. There have also been some others that have been issued since taking that screenshot. We also have eastern Clinton County, southern Fayette County, and Marion County, and that one runs until 8:15 p.m. this evening. We also have northern Clay County and southern Effingham County and western Jasper County until 6 p.m. And also a fourth one has been issued for southern Clay County until 6 p.m. So again, lots of rain coming down with this, and flash flooding is an ongoing concern across the Midwest. Now let's take a look at what is to come. Okay, we've talked about what's happened already. Now let's look at what is to come. So this is 4 o'clock p.m. Courtesy, of course, of Tropical Tidbits. We have the HRRR model pulled up. We see lots of convection occurring across the Show Me State, sort of north of the I-44 corridor from St. Louis going down towards Springfield. And that, of course, is going to start to shift its way south and eastward. As we go through the evening, around 6 o'clock, things get really nasty around St. Louis. You also see the I-29 corridor from Omaha down towards Kansas City. Storms starting to fire as well as we get that secondary line starting to roll through there and get going. Okay, we also see storms starting to roll into the Ohio River Valley, and that's going to be important because, as you're going to notice over the next few frames, they don't really go anywhere. They really stall out as we go through the evening and overnight hours. And so this particular region here is southern Indiana and even parts of southwestern Ohio. Very likely we will see some major flooding concerns as we go through the overnight hours over that way as well. So you can see as we go through, as the sun starts to go down, the storms continue to fire. Okay, things really start to get nasty around Kansas City. You even see this line start to bow out a little bit around 9 o'clock, which could mean very damaging and destructive wind gusts rolling through parts of northern Missouri. As we go through the late evening hours, you also see storms really firing between St. Louis and Louisville along I-64 there. But that, of course, continues, and again, you see exactly what I was talking about, where those storms have just stayed in this general area for hours and dumping heavy rain across the area. Only during the overnight hours do some of those storms start to lighten up a little bit. But nonetheless, rain continues to fall. And then this secondary line over here really starts to fire. It even spreads up towards Des Moines and into places like Minnesota and Wisconsin. Okay, and so that continues on through the overnight hours, and not until 4 or 5 a.m. do we finally see the effect of the sun going down and some of that instability starting to taper off a little bit. You see the storms sort of lose their potency, so to speak, but nonetheless, lots of the Ozarks and lots of the state of Missouri still covered in rain, and even heavy in some spots. Okay, and even that even includes parts of southeastern Kansas and northeastern Oklahoma. And something else I wanted to mention, you see up here just north of the Canadian border, okay, you see some blues and some purples and some pinks up here, okay? And what that is actually indicating, yes, you guessed it, no, your eyes aren't lying to you, okay, that indicates snow, freezing rain, and sleet up here just north of the Canadian border, okay? And that is indicative of a larger and more prominent cold air mass that's going to be coming in behind this system. Okay, so you have this massive whopper of a cold front coming through with these storms, and that's going to be dropping those temperatures. Not in time for tonight's low temperature, but definitely going out the door Wednesday morning. We're really going to feel it across much of the Midwest. You're going to really feel that last shot of that Arctic air before summer. Winter really making its final hurrah here. And you see these forecasted low temperatures for tomorrow night, okay, going into Wednesday morning. Minneapolis sinking all the way down to the 30s. Duluth getting close to the freezing mark. Davenport and the Quad Cities getting all the way down to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Even as far south as Hannibal getting all the way down to the low 40s. And even those northwestern suburbs of St. Louis getting down into the upper 40s tomorrow night. So definitely not time to put those jackets away in the closet permanently sealed off just yet. Okay, winter again making its one last final hurrah in the Midwest and Great Plains. So just be aware of that going forward. Of course, everybody be careful out there. Stay safe. In the event that a tornado warning is issued, make sure that you seek shelter. Go to the lowest interior room of a building, okay, whether that's your home or if you're out on the road, try to find shelter. Okay, make sure you go to an interior building that's on the lowest floor possible, and make sure there are no windows in there. Okay, so and do not try to outrun a tornado. Do not try to hide under an overpass. The overpasses only cause the wind to get stronger as it funnels in in that open space. So just keep those things in mind. Just have a plan. And also, if you live in a low-lying area, or you work or are traveling through a low-lying area, be on the lookout for flash flooding, and of course, turn around, don't drown.